This is Tiffany Knight, and this is my final presentation for EDU 580. I'll be talking about two Web 2.0 tools, BrainPop and News ELA, and one mobile app, which is Speakit. The first Web 2.0 tool I want to talk to you about is BrainPop. I use this a lot in my classroom for a lot of different things. Sometimes I use it at the beginning of a lesson to introduce a subject. Sometimes I use it at the end of a lesson to review a concept. Sometimes I just use it as a supplement. Or on those Fridays when everybody's done and you finished up a unit, you can usually find something related to your either next topic or the previous one to just do a fun type of activity for the kids. To get started on BrainPop, you simply type something into the search bar that you would want to teach or show the kids a video on. I'm going to type in something like dinosaurs because I might use that in my classroom. You just type it in, hit enter or the search button, and it brings up not only the video you asked for, but it'll usually bring up some supplemental videos that go along with the subject. This time it brought up fossils as well as extinction. So you might decide to do that as an addition, maybe at the same time or maybe after your unit's done, but you at least know those things are available. From here, you just select the video you want to watch. I'm going to click dinosaurs, and then it brings up the video. The video always starts with a letter from a viewer, and Tim and Moby read the letter and then answer the question. The kids always seem to like BrainPop because it's animated, it's fun, and there's usually a little joke in the video or at the end, and the kids always seem to enjoy it. So I'm going to click here so you can see the first couple seconds of the video. When you're done watching the video, there's a quiz that accompanies it. You just click here for the quiz. You have a few options. You can do it together as a class. You can do a classic quiz, which tells you how you did at the end, or you can do a review quiz, which makes you get each question right before it moves on to the next. Also, you can do the quiz on a smart board in front of the whole class. They could do it individually online at their seats, or you can print the quiz out and give it as an assignment. In addition to the quiz, there are also other activities that go along with most BrainPop videos. They all have this tab here, which is vocabulary. I use this a lot to introduce new terms to my kids that are going to be in the video. I usually pass this out at the beginning of the video, and as we go through the video, we add to it. Now, you could also do it at the end. You could pull it up on your smartboard, and you can type right on the page. So I could type in an animal that only eats. And then all the kids could see that from their seat. Also, you could print this out, just like the quiz, and give it as an assignment. I like to do it as we go through the quiz. In addition, some videos have the graphic organizer, like this one. And there's usually another activity, mostly a worksheet. Sometimes it's a hands-on activity idea, but there's almost always a worksheet that goes with them. Just like with the quiz, you can print all these out and give them as an assignment. The last feature I'd like to show you on BrainPop is something the kids showed me called Game Up. If you click here on Game Up, it brings up games that are related to the video that you watched. Also, the kids can go directly to Game Up, and it shows all the games. But they're all educational, they're all appropriate for school. So if they have free time, those are all always good go-to games. But in this particular case, it brings up the ones about dinosaurs, since that's what's here in the search engine. The game that goes along with this is called Constructosaurus. I'm just going to show you that quickly. We did this in our class. Basically, you make your own dinosaur. You get to select its body, tail, arms, and legs. The kids had a really good time making really funny looking dinosaurs. However, the game is, once you've created your dinosaur, you put him out into the wild. If they've selected a body that's too small or large for the arms and legs and tail, the dinosaur does not survive. So they learn very quickly the reasons why dinosaurs are made the way they are. It was a very good activity to reinforce the concepts we talked about. And as I said before, there's several other Game Up games that you could use in addition to your video. If the kids have free time, it's a great resource. So just to recap, I think the advantages of BrainPop are the fun animated videos, of course, but also the activities that go along with them, the vocab that reinforces the new things that they're going to learn in the video. Also, I like the quiz to use as a review or as an assignment. and then the games that the kids always enjoy. The negatives are you almost have to have a subscription to use BrainPop consistently. There are some videos that are free, however, it's going to be pretty limited. Also, the subjects, while there's a lot of different choices when you click on any of these subjects, math, English, social studies, or science, sometimes you think that there would be a video on something and there's not. So there could be more videos added. That would be nice. Also, the activities I showed you, the graphic organizer and the worksheet, are not always included with every video. It would be nice if every video had both of those activities along with the vocab. The next Web 2.0 tool I want to talk to you about is Newsela. I use this a lot, or Newsela, I'm not sure exactly. I use this a lot in my classroom. It has a lot of great features. You can use your own profile. I already have one, so I'm just going to sign in with Google and use my school account. That's really simple. Also, if your kids have Google accounts, they can do that, and it's very quick. To use this website, you can set up your own account, like I said, and you can load your class. Here's mine, 7th hour social studies class, and you can set what grade level you would want the kids to read every article on. I have special ed class that hour, so my average reading level in that class is grade 3, so that's why I've selected grade 3. It gives you a sign-up code right here. When the kids log on to the computer, they can sign in with their Google account, or if they do not have Google accounts, they can use just a regular username and password that they create. Then they use this sign-up code. When they type in this sign-up code, they automatically are added to your class. You can scroll down here and see the students in your class, however, right here under class roster. I'm not going to do that, obviously, because it would show my student's name. You can assign an article to your class by clicking on any of these subjects: War and Peace, Science, Kids, Money, Law, Health, and Arts. I'm going to click on Kids right now, and it'll bring up all the kids-related articles. So one that we did in our class yesterday was talking about online manners, basically cyberbullying and how to be a good citizen online. It was a lesson that we'd done in another class, so I tied it into my social studies. So I would simply, as the administrator or the teacher, I would simply click on the article. When it pulls up the article, it shows your classes here. I only have one class because I only teach one section of social studies. However, you can have more than one class. To assign the article to my class, I simply click this box right here. It turns blue, and now whenever the students log on to their computer, they will have this article assigned to them. They will go to their binder right here, and it will have a list of assignments that have been, or articles that have been assigned. I've already assigned this one, so I'm going to unclick it, but that's how you do it. My favorite feature about this Web 2.0 tool is that you can change the reading level on the article, and all the kids get the same information on their reading level. So as you can see right here, this is on a grade level of 4. I can bump this up by clicking right here, and it will make it a grade level 5. I can bump it up again to a grade level 6, and again to a grade level 8. If I want it on the maximum amount, I'll just click max, and it takes it all the way up to a 12th grade reading level. This can be particularly helpful if you have a lot of varying reading levels in your class. Again, I teach special education, so that happens a lot in my room. I can have students on much different levels, so they can all read the same thing and get the same information. It's also great to use in a general education class if you have co-teaching or possibly special education students in your class, or some sort of class within a class atmosphere. You could assign the whole class this article, and your students with lower reading levels, whether they're special education students or not, could read it on a lower level and still get the same information. Another feature I really like about this tool is the quiz. There's always a 4-question quiz that goes along with the article. This, since I'm a teacher, obviously it shows me the answers. So question 1 is here. Another thing I really like is it shows grade 4, standard 1. So it is tied to the Common Core standards. And you'll see as you go through grade 4, standard 1, and it goes through grade 4, standard 2, and standard 2 again. Also, if the kids chose to read this in a higher reading level, say they chose to read it at a 6th grade reading level, when you took the quiz, it would bring up 6th grade standards. So that's also really a nice feature. If you have the Pro Edition, which you'll see right here, when you assign an article, it has the kids take a quiz, and it sends you the information, how many they got right, and the percentage of your class that mastered the questions or did not. However, if you do just want to use the free subscription, which is what I do, you can simply go here to print, and it will print both the article and the quiz and the answer key. A lot of times I have this, since we are one-to-one, every student has their own laptop, I often will have them read the article on their own, and then I will print out the quiz because I do not have the Pro edition. You can also read the article as a class and do the quiz as a class. We do that some as well. Again, I'll just show you quickly all the different subjects up here. So it could be used everywhere from a health PE class to an art class to maybe a gifted class with the law, science and social studies. Just to recap, I think the advantages of this website are that you can change the reading levels. I like that the quiz questions are tied to Common Core. And I also like that you can get most of the features for free. Now, the downside is that some of the features that would be really nice to have, you have to pay for. And it is rather expensive because our school is checked into it. The way I would use this would be as a bell warmer. That's how I use it in my social studies class. The kids come in, log on, they see what article they're assigned, they read the article, and I usually have a printed quiz for them. Sometimes we do the quiz together. The last feature of this Web 2.0 tool I want to show you is the search feature. You simply click here on the magnifying glass and it brings up several different options. You can search here by subject. You can also search by grade level. You can also search by reading standard. And you can also search for quizzed articles only. Some negatives to this website are the cost, like we talked about. Also, not every article has a quiz. It would be nice if they all had that check for comprehension. Overall, I think it's a great website, and with all the different search features, I think you could definitely find something you could use in your class. The mobile app I'd like to show you is called Speakit. To get to it, you simply go to a new tab in the Google Chrome browser. You can click on Apps, you go to the App Store, and then you simply search for Speakit. Brings up some other things, scroll down, and this is the actual app. You click here and it shows you an overview, gives you a YouTube video to help you out. There's some detailed reviews if you're unsure, and then some related things. To get it onto your computer, you simply add to Chrome. I've already done this because I use it already, but you would click right here in the screen. Now, once you have it on your computer, it shows up as a little speaker right here. To use this, you simply click on some text. So we can use an article from News ELA that we used before. And when it brings up the article, if the student had trouble reading it, then they could simply highlight the text here and then click the speaker and it will read it out loud. You can go between play and pause. There's also a stop button. This orange dial here controls the volume, so you can turn it all the way up or mute it. It's also nice that the kids can use it with headphones. I use this tool a lot with my students who are lower readers. Some students go out into the general education classroom for subjects like social studies, and they have a difficult time reading assigned articles online. They can simply highlight the text and have it read to them, and it allows them to stay out in the classroom that they might have had to be pulled back into the special education room before previous. Using this app, you can open up a whole new world of text to students who might have a lower reading level. Or simply, if you were teaching third or fourth grade, you might want to show an article to students with a bit of a higher reading level. If you think they could still understand the concepts, then they could possibly use this app to have it read aloud, and maybe their comprehension would be a little bit higher. The negatives to this app is the voice is a bit robotic, and that's sometimes slightly hard to understand. You can toggle between male and female voices. Another downside is that you have to use the Google Chrome browser, which I love, but not everybody does. In conclusion, I think this is a great app, and it's very beneficial for the students that I have in my classroom.